And I want to thank the President of the Republic of Uganda for really assenting to that law. Some people thought that the President was not going to assent to the law. I am proud and happy with what the President did.
They should leave our country.
We will continue protecting the family. Because you want to buy a visa. My visa was cancelled. Have I died? I have said so long as you don't cancel a visa to Bukedea, I have my home and Buyende. I will go there freely. You can cancel the other visa, which is okay. We will not. The blacklist that they are talking about, don't care. Don't worry about that. You have all what you need in this country. In Uganda, so long as your kids are not being sodomized, your kids are living a life. This business of saying that you're going to use people's children must stop. Honorable members, on the same. Yes, Bwalu, Doctor.
On record, I'd state as follows, that the anti-homosexuality law is the most popular law in the history of this parliament. Bipartisan, all shades of opinion were behind this piece of legislation. Number two, Right Honourable Speaker, at a function I attended in Bujiri, where the Honorable Kasule Lumumba was chief guest, the NRM chairperson, Saidi Kagere, and a couple of many other people joined us as parliament to come out with the law on homosexuality. It was on the basis of those calls that, Right Honourable Speaker, I came to your office and requested that I move this bill. So it is a matter that arose from the grassroots. In fact, the people of Bujiri are so proud and excited about this piece of legislation. But not only Bujiri, the entire country. So it is actually not true that anybody could have used any of us to bring that piece of legislation, because in any case, it is not new in this parliament. Right Honourable Speaker, I have been around for a long time. I have been in prison. This government has imprisoned me. I've been in Luzira. This NRM government has put me in prison. I've been a political prisoner before for fighting for what I believe in. But, Right Honourable Speaker, I'm also aware that forces promoting homosexuality are very strong. They have money, they have influence. And I know that some of our colleagues are under pressure. There is a lot of pressure, there is a lot of intimidation. And I have engaged them. These forces, I have engaged them because they have come to my office from Britain, America, and the rest. They are looking for allies. Allies to promote that immorality in this country. I want to be on record, Right Honourable Speaker, that as a country we must stand our ground. God who created us will make us survive. This idea of saying we are cutting aid, we don't come to America, don't go to Britain, yes, it is their right. But nobody should determine how we think. Right Honourable Speaker, polygamy in Europe is criminal. Who has complained? If I was in Europe, I would be in jail because I'm polygamous. Yes, I would be in jail. Polygamy in Europe is criminal. What is wrong with homosexuality being criminal in Uganda? This display of double standards, it's actually not display of double standards, it is display of no standards. Cannot be accepted. So let us stand our ground. This parliament took a decision. We are proud of that decision. We must condemn all efforts intended at undermining the sovereignty of this parliament and also the sovereignty of this country.
Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, I want to thank you and the provocation of the smuggler has yielded.
Order.
No.
Madam Speaker, the people of the are not smuggled.
Firm that the law that we passed against homosexuality was a law that we believe in. We believe in our values. We know that there are a number of black males that are being traded around. For example, Madam Speaker, now, in addition to restriction on visas, they have also threatened to cut AGOA, which is a program that we have been implementing with the Americans. So they have said that our products will not access the American market duty-free and quota-free because of what we believe in. So the threats are there, but the House should remain united because this is our country, this is a sovereign parliament, and I think a message should come from this House to condemn the statements of President of NUP, who made really reckless statements on international television, condemning his own members that were influenced by President Museveni. This House was never influenced by anybody. This House was influenced by what we believe in. And therefore, this message should come out from this House to say that, Honorable Kyagulanyi, you are wrong. This House has never been influenced by anybody but by the values. And our members from the opposition, on this matter, we are together. We don't want you to feel abandoned. We are with you. We are together, and we stand for our values.
Every time the president of JEMA, who is a member of this House, speaks on the bill, which is now an act, you can see how passionate he is. I just wanted, because by virtue of my appointment, I lead a section of a political party in Parliament under the constitution of my party. I wanted to salute the Secretary General of JEMA, who wrote to the President of the National Unity Platform in regard to the statement that he made about the bill that was passed by this parliament, which is now an act. This must go on record, that JEMA, as an opposition political party, has written to the president of another political party in the opposition. But also too, it is befitting in African culture, and we have seen this happen, that in the likely event that your father seemingly is not interested to keep you in his compound, you can seek refuge, even in the home of your aunt or the home of your uncle. The door of the political party called NRM remains open to you, members of the National Unity Platform, in the likely event that your leader does not need you because of the statements he is making. You are most welcome to the National Resistance Movement.
Thank you. Honorable members. Honorable members.
By our brother, the Honorable President of JEMA. You remain firm and steadfast. We know you were the first victim regarding the visa restrictions, but we are Ugandans. Personally, even if you denied me a visa to go to America, I don't think I would die because I am not going to America. So, as a government and as Ugandans, we should remain very firm. We may be poor, but we are not desperate, that you just dangle some resources and then we abandon our values. And the government will definitely respond when we get official communication from the US or any other government that puts these threats. But I think we should remain united as a parliament, because this was one of the legislations that united the parliament. We never looked at each other in terms of a political party where we belong, because we are defending the values of Ugandans. So nobody should be intimidated by these threats from the international actors. If they cherish homosexuality, let them cherish it. But for us, As Ugandans, we don't. And let me add that up to 38 countries in Africa have legislations against homosexuality. So it is also wrong for the Western world to single out Ugandans. And we have told the diplomats and the community that we are a sovereign country. One of the diplomats asked me, why did you pass this law? I said, we pass laws in the interest of Ugandans, not foreigners. And therefore, nobody is going to coerce Parliament or coerce the people of Uganda or government to start making laws in the interest of foreigners or people from outside. We make laws on behalf of Ugandans and the honorable colleagues. Nobody should feel intimidated. And also, our friends, advise your leaders of the parties. Yes, you may want to talk sweet so that you get money from homosexuals, but I don't think that's correct, and therefore we do not support the remarks made.
For me, leave my members.
Yes.
Leave my members.
Yes, we advised him to sign, and he signed the bill, yes. No, I am among those. I am among those who explained to the president the science of homosexuality.
Yes.
And upon that explanation, he signed it. Yes, I would. Right Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Sewungu is saying, I am not the one who advised the president.
No, he did advise on medical terms, and we are happy the bill passed.
Yes.
We now have an act. We only want implementation.
Absolutely.
And we are good to go. Can I have